Hi, I'm Rev Myron. I'm a minister through Pathways of Light, and I've been a Course in Miracles student for 44 years. I'm going through the lessons again this year, asking Jesus for clarity, and then I write from that clarity, and that's what I'm sharing with you today. Before I start, let me just mention that my background is in the botanical garden in New Orleans. Very beautiful place. We're looking at lesson 105. God's peace and joy are mine. It seems like we must earn everything we want. When I was working, I bought what I wanted, and if I wanted more than I could afford, I earned more. I felt it was mine because I earned it. That seems reasonable here in the illusion. It also seems fair. Why should I be given something I didn't earn? I would sometimes try my luck with a lottery ticket or enter a contest, but I never really expected to win and had trouble believing it was possible. I could hope for it or pray for it, but it didn't balance out in my thinking, and so it almost never happened. This lesson tells me that I don't have to earn God's peace and joy. They're already mine. I only have to claim them. Instead of peace and joy being a boon I won or a prize for being good, it's more like I have a bank account with unlimited renewable funds. All I have to do is draw on it. But if I ignore the account, I don't appreciate the riches or use them. Still, the account continues to exist. God's peace and joy are the unlimited renewable funds always available to me, whether I use them or not. This is not the first lesson designed to help us see that we can always be happy regardless of what might be happening around us. Using these lessons has helped me make a habit of using what is mine. Here's an example. I have inflammation in my left foot, and sometimes it's worse than other times. Yesterday was one of those days, and when I would have been happier and more peaceful than ever before, when I put my too much pressure on that foot, I experienced pain. That was just a fact. But how I felt about it was a choice. At first, I felt the joy evaporate, replaced with fear. What if it got worse? What if one day I couldn't walk on it? But doing the lesson helped me accept that peace and joy are mine. The lessons do not make exceptions based on what is happening. The next ego thought was that I had not yet earned this freedom from fear or pain. Clearly, I needed to be a better course student. I believed I could live this peaceful and happy life, but not yet. The belief I was laboring under was this would happen later when I met some imagined level of good enough. This lesson, however, puts that idea to rest. It does not say that I could be peaceful and happy. It says that I am peaceful and happy. I looked in the mirror and I see brown eyes, and I look within and I see happiness and peace. The practice of these happiness lessons has done its job. When I felt that pain and those ideas floated into my mind, I let them float right through and out. I remembered that I am peace. I am joy. I smiled and went on about my day. Returning to that state of happiness was lovely, but was not the most important lesson I learned. That lesson was how I think and thus how I feel are dependent on are not dependent on what happens in the illusion. That fact proves that I'm not part of the illusion. I, who I really am, stand apart from all form. I cannot be in pain, and in truth, nothing can change my true nature. I am as God created me eternally. This lesson and all the lessons are helping me remember who and what I am. So, on the surface, it seemed like I made a choice not to let the appearance of pain cause me to suffer, but really, it was a far more important choice. I moved closer to accepting my true identity, and I moved closer to God. Peace and joy are not responses to the world. They are what I am, regardless of the world. And so today, I will not wait to deserve what has already been given. I will accept God's peace and joy now because they're mine. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, then please like it. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. And I'll be back soon with another reading. See you then.